Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome, my dear students, into my channel. Today, inshallah, we will have and discuss Unit 4. The title is, Have you ever traveled by plane? For Prep 3, the new course. Let's start with the objectives of the unit. Reading a report about experiences, texts about life experiences, the adventures of Tom Sawyer and the adventures of Huckleberry Finn, a text about someone's life. Writing a story about something that happened in your life, a timeline of a person's life events, a biography of a person. Listening, an interview about someone's life, an account of something bad happened to someone. Speaking, talking about experiences, asking and answering questions about experiences, telling a story. Language. In that unit, we will study the present perfect with ever, never, for, and since. Life skills, we will have communication. Let's start with the vocabulary of lessons 1 and 2. Orphanage. I want you to read and repeat after you listen and watch the video. Orphanage, orphan, compete, competition, snorkel, destination, ride, road, ridden. The conjugation of the verb win, win, won, won, dream, dreamed, death. Adventure, tent, list, report, marriage, wedding, party, period, flat, headache, wonders, grandparents, canoe, coral reefs, amazing, teenagers, foggy, terrible, care about, naughty, successful, discover, train, fence, hurt, dyslexia, result, far from, orphanage. Follow, the past, followed. Awake, the past, awake, past participle, awaken, awake, awake, awaken. Raft, countryside. Join, the past, joined. Sign, proud of. Concert, an instrument. Fun, sequel. Scurry, this is the noun. Scare, this is the verb. And the past, scared. Scared, this is adjective. Similar, similarity. Float, steal, the past, stole, the past participle, stolen. Steal, stole, stolen. Brave, this is an adjective. Explain, the past, explained. Windy, organize, organized. Alone, achieve, decide. Spell, tiny, huge, gymnastics, musical instrument. These are the vocabulary, and now we will see and study some expressions and prepositions. All of his life, get married or be married. We can say he got married or he is married. Over 50 years, have a headache, do a hobby, do the housework, be friends with, ask about, know about. For a long time, I haven't seen you for a long time. Wait for, a lot of, live in, try food, on business. My father traveled to Kuwait on business. On time, and we will see the difference between on time and in time later. Travel by air, that means he traveled by plane. Good at. Now let's see some language notes. The difference between ride and drive. First, we will start with the conjugation of the verb ride, ride, rode, ridden. We use ride with ride a horse, ride a camel, ride a bike, ride a bus. Example, have you ever ridden a bike? Have you ever ridden a horse? Have you ever ridden a camel? Drive, the past drove, the past participle is driven. Drive, drove, driven. Example, he drove to the bus stop and gave his colleagues a lift. He drove to the bus stop and he gave his colleague a lift. It plus be plus adjective plus to plus infinitive. We use it when we want to say that it's important for you or it's useful for you. It is important for your health to drink 8 glasses of water a day. It's important for your health to drink 8 glasses of water a day. On time, in time. Here, my dear students, take care of the difference between on time and in time. On time, and here is the Arabic meaning. We use on time to say that something happened exactly at the planned time. We use it when speaking about timetables and arrangements. For example, if I want to talk about someone who is always punctual, that he comes on a definite time, I say on time. In time means, that's the Arabic meaning, in time implies before the exact time or planned time, that he comes earlier. If you have an appointment, for example, and you came earlier for about 10 minutes or 5 minutes, we say that he came in time because you came earlier than the definite time by 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Let's see the examples. Alex is the only employee in this office who is always on time because he is a punctual man. I arrived in time to have some coffee before the meeting started. That means if we can say that the meeting starts at 7 o'clock, he came 5:50, 10 minutes earlier or 5 minutes earlier. Okay, I arrived in time to have some coffee before the meeting started. By, in, on. And we want to say that we use these prepositions with means of transport, by, in, on. Let's see. By is used with by car, by train, by plane, by ship, by bus, by bike. But on is used only with on foot. Note, in in a car, in the car, in my car. So when we use it with articles like a, the, or pronoun like my, we say in a car, in the car, in my car. In a taxi, in the taxi. On, we use it also with on the bus, on the train, on a car, on my car, on Ahmed's bike. Now let's do that exercise. Yes, my dear students, you have to get a passport and a ticket to travel by, on, in, at, plane. Of course, you have to get a passport and a ticket to travel by plane. Visiting the zoo is an exciting for kids experiment, exam, experience, exercise. Visiting the zoo is an exciting, of course, experience for the kids. Tourists like to go along the Red Sea beaches, thinking, snorkeling, studying, cooking. Of course, the right answer, tourists like to go snorkeling along the Red Sea beaches. When she lost her parents, she was sent to a or an cage, bank, cinema, orphanage. Of course, the right answer is she was sent to an orphanage. Before you learn to a horse, you must be able to get on it. Before you learn to ride a horse. Yes, that's right. You will need special equipment to space that mountain. Snorkel, climb, ride, play. You will need special equipment to climb that mountain. Pupils in that school learn about musical, matches, tools, pavements, and instruments. Of course, students or pupils in that school learn about musical instruments. My cousin is married next month. Getting, coming, giving, having is getting married. Of course. Children in Egypt school at the age of 5. Children in Egypt start school. Mazen's father does not know the way to the beach, so his car can, our car, use, follow, pretend, check. Mazen's father does not know the way to the beach, so his car can follow our car. Now, you have to take care of this kind of questions because we have to correct the underlined word. Read and correct the underlined word or words. Most people in the desert sleep in beds. What is the right answer? We have to change the word beds into, it will become tents. Yes. Most people in the desert sleep in tents. Yesterday's accident was bad for me. Was a bad experiment. No, was a bad experience. Yes, was a bad experience for me. My family lives in a flat with 4 rooms. No, we have to change the word flag to flat. My family lives in a flat. When I was young, my parents walked by plane many times. Of course, we changed the word walked to traveled. My grandparents got married 50 years ago. No, got married. Grandchildren, your grandchildren are your grandfather and grandmother. You should change the word grandchildren to be grandparents. Catch this sports. To catch this sports club, you have to fill in this form. Of course, you to join. To join, we change the word catch to the verb join. To join this sports club, you have to fill in this form. The last one, Mr. Mahmoud works at Spicy School for the Blind. Mr. Mahmoud works at special school for the blind. This is the last item in that question. Read and correct the underlined words. Now we will have another question for multiple choice. I asked the students about their experiences, experiments, excess in life. I asked the students about their experiences. Of course, have you played any musical tool, machine, instrument, gadget before? Have you ever played any musical instrument? The hotel room was very noisy, so I was asleep, awake, dreaming, absent all night. The hotel room was very noisy, so I was awake. Have you ever snorkeled, snored, smelled, slept in the Red Sea? Yes, the right answer. Yes, have you ever snorkeled? Hazim has traveled by plane 1, 2, once, 3 times. Of course, the right answer is by plane 3 times. My parents celebrate their marriage, mirage, death every year. My parents celebrate their marriage. He has to live in an orphanage, orphan, organization, onion, after his parents' death. He has to live in an orphanage after his parents' death. I will take part in the chess completion, correction, competition, connection to win it. Of course, the right answer, I will take part in the chess competition. I want a painkiller because I have a nasty head, nose, heading, headache. Yes, you're right, headache. I want a painkiller because I have a nasty headache. Have you ever experienced it? Experiment, experience, expert life abroad. This is this sentence in the present perfect question form. So have you ever is followed by past participle of the verb. So have you ever experienced it? This is the past participle of the verb. We use the verb experience as a verb here. Have you ever experienced life abroad? Mountain climbers love addition, adventure, advantages, disadvantages. Mountain climbers love adventure. I need to relax for age, period, stop, sign of time. I need to relax for a period of time. I have never ridden a bus, a train, a plane, a camel. Of course, I have never ridden a camel. I am flying means I am traveling by ship, taxi, plane, train. I am flying means I am traveling by plane. Can you wait for me for have a, an, the, no article, hour? Yes, here, this is an exceptional case. So we use the article an. Can you wait for me for half an hour? Similar is the antonym of good, nice, different. Antonym means the opposite in meaning. So similar is the antonym of different. The deaf, blind, weak, strong can't hear. Those who can't hear are deaf, but those who can't see are blind. So deaf can't hear. The deaf can't hear. The deaf can communicate with others with, on, by, in sign language. Yes, you are right. The deaf can communicate with others in sign language. I like rowing in a ship, canoe, cart, plane. Of course, I like rowing in a canoe. This is a small boat. They used ropes and wood to make a car, a cart, a carriage, a raft to cross the river. They used ropes and wood to make a raft. A raft is a very primitive boat because it's just made of ropes and wood. The child hit, followed, took, gave his mother wherever she went. The child followed his mother. I have a headache, so I walked awake, awkward, all the night, all night. I have a headache, so I was awake. The youth should be kind to their parents, children, kids, son, when they become old. The youth should be kind to their parents, of course, all the time, not only when they become old. The youth should be kind to their parents all their life. I like happy drums, drills, dreams, dolls when I am asleep. Of course, all of us like happy dreams. Drivers should be careful when it is clear, foggy, nice, pleasant. Of course, all of us, drivers and all the people, should be careful when it is foggy. Does the government care in, care about, care after, care on the disabled people? Of course, care is followed by about. Does the government care about the disabled? The interviewer gave me a form to complete, to fill, to read in. Fill in is followed, in is followed. This is a expression, filled in. The interviewer gave me a form to fill in. You shouldn't scare, score, skin, skull, the children. Of course, we shouldn't scare, make them afraid. When she saw the snake, she was scary, scared, scared. We have to choose the adjective. When she saw the snake, she was scared. I have studied in a international, national, multinational, local school in my village. I have studied in a local school in my village. Now we finished with lesson 1 and 2. I promise that we will continue that unit. Next session, inshallah, we will have and study the grammar of that unit, the past simple and past perfect. Till we meet again, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I wish you the best of luck and goodbye. Thank you.